What's up, everyone? Cole Hutchinson from the Breakaway from the 9 to 5 coaching and mentoring program for real estate. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at the Breakaway from 9 to 5. So today I just want to kind of address a common question that's coming up, with a lot of my clients, or even just people reaching out to me, kind of wondering what's going on and where they should be at, right? So the question is how much should I offer over asking price, right? Or should I offer over asking? And how much should that number be? How do I know? How do I tell, right? So there's a couple things that are involved when doing this, but it's pretty easy for the most part. Like, you kind of just have to work backwards, right? So for example, if the list price on the house that you're looking at is $500,000, right? And first of all, I would try to figure out your max budget. So how much can you afford? How much can you get approved for a mortgage and things like that? How much money do you have? So I would say next step is max budget. Say it's $600,000. So right away, off the bat, we know that we aren't going over 600,000, right? This is our max. So we know our number now. We can go less, we can go in between 5 and 6, but we aren't going to go over 6, right? So detach yourself emotionally from these properties. If it doesn't work out, if you don't get it for 600 or under, just move on to the next one, right? It wasn't meant to be. A couple other things that we got to remember. So number 3, I would say your rehab cost. Call it, 50 to 100,000. I don't know, I'm just making that up. But, if your, rehab costs are 30, 50, 60, 80, 100K, we have to know that, right? Because we have to now take your max purchase price. If you're going to go in at 600,000, we have to add your rehab costs on, so 50,000. So now you're at 650, right? Now we need to know, number 4, how long. How long will it take? Will it take, 2 to 3 months, right? Or will it take like 4 to 6 months? Is it going to be a legal duplex conversion? Is it going to be, single family, just cosmetic upgrades? Are we going to flip it, refinance it? We have to know the plan going into this, so we can really figure out your max purchase price or your max offer, right? So list price 500K. Your max budget is, say, 600,000. You're going to put 50,000 into it, and maybe it's going to take 4 to 6 months, right? So now we have to take into consideration carrying costs. Carrying costs, right? And then, last but not least, once we know all this, we have to know how much is this property going to be worth, right? So ARV. So this is a big one. So after repair value, right? How much at the end of, after doing the 50K rehab, after taking 4 to 6 months to maybe add a legal basement apartment or fix it up cosmetically, after calculating the carrying cost and how much it's going to take to hold this property during the rehab, months, right? How much is all that going to bring us to after? So if this number, if you make an offer for 600,000, and the ARV is only, say, 690, right? Obviously this wouldn't work, and we have to now say if you're gonna break even, or you're gonna lose money or leave money in the deal at 690, okay, now we have to reduce this. So now we have to say, okay, no, now our max purchase price is 550, right? And that'll bring us to a 690 mark. So we really have to kind of go through these steps. The list price, our max budget, rehab costs, how long it'll take, carrying costs, and after repair value, right? So how much is it worth at the end of the day? That is the biggest number that we have to see, and then we can kind of work backwards from there to figure out, okay, what are you going to offer to try to get this property, okay? So it doesn't have to be too stressful. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but these are the steps that I take, most times, right? So there's a few different ways to do it, but if you need any help with this, you want to get into real estate investing, shoot me a message, comment below this video, and I will reach out to you and we'll have a chat.